Yeah, well, Steve, it was a really odd contrast to see playing out in real time at the same time that Vice President Kamala Harris was here firing up the crowd, making the case for another 4 years for the Biden-Harris administration. We were getting those push alerts on our phones of those growing calls of senior Democrats calling for President Biden to bow out of the race. Now, of course, nothing has been decided just yet, but given that context, it made today's speech even more important if the vice president now has to step up.
We believe in freedom. Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it?
The vice president making the case for another 4 years, touting the administration's record and making it clear the stakes are high this election. Kamala Harris also making a notable local shout out,
including my dear friend Roy Cooper.
Vice President Harris and Governor Cooper go back a long time, from their days both serving as attorneys general. And if Harris ends up at the top of the ticket, Cooper's experience leading a swing state and his Southern charm are ranking him high on the list of potential VPs. Today, using his own time on stage to attack Donald Trump.
Donald Trump's America is where the president is a convicted felon, a chronic liar, and the king of chaos. Do we want Donald Trump's America?
But some local Biden-Harris supporters say the party shouldn't be too quick to push for a change at the top.
If the old Joe Biden shows up for the task, then he got it.
But they also say from what they've seen, they feel the VP is ready to answer the call if she has to.
I think she will if she has to. I am impressed with her though, yes.
I think she's done an excellent job. I think she has.
Yeah, of course, that all remains to be seen. But Vice President Harris did speak of the other big political news of this week. Former President Donald Trump choosing his running mate and now Kamala Harris's VP opponent, J.D. Vance. She took the opportunity to try and paint a contrast with J.D. Vance, calling him a right-wing extremist who would implement that controversial Project 2025 plan, which she says would be divisive for the country. Reporting live in Fayetteville, Tom George, ABC 11. Eyewitness News.
And Roy Cooper winding down his days as governor here in North Carolina and really coming out vigorously in support of the Biden-Harris campaign this afternoon here in North Carolina.
And we will see what happens there with the Biden campaign. Meantime, let's bring in Monique John now. Monique, I know that you had a chance to talk to voters in the area today with the VP in town. What are they saying in the wake of that visit?
Yeah, voters had glowing things to say about the vice president after this visit today here in Fayetteville. Vice President Kamala Harris was well received today with roaring applause. One woman in the crowd even said that she got goosebumps from the vice president's speech. Supporters who came out today and spoke with us afterwards told us that this cemented their support for the Biden-Harris campaign. They also say that they feel appreciated as a community as a result of this visit.
She represents our country so well and stands up for military families and really honors our service members in a profound way.
Vice President Kamala Harris spoke about a range of issues, including the Biden administration's milestones in passing the PACT Act, the largest expansion of health benefits for veterans and military families yet, but she also spoke about reproductive freedoms and Social Security and Medicare. Katie Stevick says she also believes in the Biden-Harris campaign's platform on supporting everyday Americans.
They're not representing big business and corporations, are representing the middle class.
I wish the Democratic Party could resolve its internal issues right now of who's going to run and how and stuff, but until that stuff gets resolved, I'm totally on board with the team that we've got.
It's about the economy, it's about health care, it's about taking care of people, it's about taking care of democracy. It's the world we've always had in the United States of America. We just don't want it to disappear.